Today I got another fun video. A very fun video. I got this Tama Swingstar Bass Drum. This is a 20-inch, my favorite size bass drum. One of my bandmates gifted me this drum. It's perfect. I love it. The 20-inch is my favorite size. It's a Swingstar. I've looked at the Swingstars. They are not being manufactured at this time. They go back a ways. This is kind of their entry-level offering, if you would. I did remove the tom mount. And one thing about Tama is they got one hole, which is really nice. That one hole holds the two toms. So it's one pipe with a double tom holder. Tom is actually pretty smart doing it that way. Less holes in the bass drum, the better. Also, these are plastic hoops. And I really like the way, see, there's no claws. It's built in, making this a really nice drum. This is my first non-pearl product. Yamaha bass, made by Remo. This has got a nice Power Stroke 3 head on it. You can see the overlay that goes around the edge. Very nice head. It's got just a basic Rezo head with the Tama logo. Not a very good head. If I swap this out for a Remo Power Stroke 3 with the port hole, it would probably do it some good. I cut that porthole out myself. As you can see, it's not perfect, but I don't want to put any more money into this, as I put enough money into gear. I simply just popped off the tom mount, cut the hole in it, took the head off because there was a bunch of foam inside. And this bass drum actually does not need any dampening. I actually prefer a bass drum with no dampening inside. I like that big, full open sound. I find that when you overstuff your bass drum, it really deadens the sound, and you get more of a thud sound than a boom sound. I don't put any type of dampening inside any of my bass drums. I like that full open sound, even with just that little bit of overtone. It's good. So this right here is a pearl maple piccolo snare. I just put this snare on here to get a little practice time in so I can hear that bass and make sure that it's going to work for this weekend. We do have a gig on Labor Day afternoon, so I just want to make sure that everything is going to come together. My last gig, I used my black pearl setup. Then I used cymbal stands. There's so much gear. I actually had to work for about an hour or so, and I put away those stands. I gathered all of these things up here and these cymbal arms and arranged them on this rack. This is going to be what I gig with here with this 20-inch kick. A 20-inch kick with these 4 cymbal arms, 14, 16-inch crash, splash, and standard 20-inch ride. That'll go right there. I haven't got it quite perfect yet, but I roughed it in, and when I get to the gig, I will adjust it to get it all to fit. But that's it. No toms. A little update for my friends. I sold off that 24-inch pearl. I did sell it. I did lose a little bit of money, but you know what? I'm not concerned because the 24-inch is really kind of a big drum. And I've found I really like a 20 the best. All kits really come standard with a 22, but a 20 will deliver what a 22 can. And if you can get a bass drum that's a little smaller, it's a lot easier to carry in and out of club doors. That DW pedal will not be going. I actually have a pearl pedal. And I actually have a Tama pedal, which I think I'm going to swap it out and get that Tama pedal with this Tama drum here and put that pearl pedal on the studio with that pearl drum just to make it kind of match up. But that's it. I want to keep this video short. And these are those 13-inch new beats. Smaller cymbals, a smaller bass drum. It's nicer. It's easier to deal with when you go to gigs. I would bring the piccolo, but I'm not going to be using a piccolo snare. It's really fun to use at home. To me, it doesn't really give you the sound that it's a very cool sound. At home, I like to practice on a piccolo, but out at gigs, I like to use a standard 14-inch, and that will be the Pearl ECX snare drum that I will be using along with this beautiful Tama Swingstar. To me, this Tama with the plastic hoop and the built-in claws for the lugs, it's just really nice. Really, really a nice drum. The spurs are adjustable as well with the use of a key. I have to admit, I think I like this Tama bass drum better than my Pearl bass drums at this point. So those are my thoughts. Let me know in the comments what you like. Are you guys using a rack? This is an old rack. It sits flush. It does not adjust. As you can see, this rack here can adjust. The older style rack, it doesn't adjust. Having your cymbals right over your bass drum and not having any toms actually works. For a minimal setup, no toms, Swingstar. Let me know your thoughts if you've had this kit.